Close 10. Close 10.
And sadly, so many of those extremists, those Maga extremists, take their marching orders from Donald Trump. He's only in it for himself. He's now defending himself in civil actions and criminal actions. And when do they break with him? You know, because at some point, you know, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members.
Hillary Clinton says that Trump supporters need to be formally re-educated. And for good reason. I see his supporters are, they're viewing that as her suggesting re-education camps like the ones that they have in China, where if you go against the governing powers, you could be kidnapped and placed into a school to teach you how to love your country more than you love yourself and your family. And that is what the current situation is looking like these days. It's getting to that. That's what it looks like to me. This commentary is going to be for the purposes of remembering the context of our current situation and how we got here. Kind of like the videos I've done talking about how we got Joe. I think I've done about 8 of those. Now, when I get to the part in the commentary about Trump, I wanted people to know that I understand that he did nothing alone, nor was this thought up by him alone. Where we're at today are plans that were made long before Trump was even born. And many people see these days as prophecies, but me, I don't. I see these days as a plan that was set in motion a very long time ago.
10 years ago Thursday, Ethan Couch killed 4 people and injured several others in a drunk driving crash in Burleson. Couch was 16, crashing into a group of people who were helping 24-year-old Brianna Mitchell, who had broken down on the side of the road. Mitchell, Holly Boyles, her daughter Shelby Boyles, and youth pastor Brian Jennings all died. A passenger in Couch's truck paralyzed from the neck down.
We were looking for 20 years.
Couch pleaded guilty to 4 counts of intoxication manslaughter and 2 counts of intoxication assault. All that was left to decide was sentencing. And things took a massive turn when Couch's defense pushed for leniency, claiming the teen suffered from affluenza. Simply put, Couch's attorneys argued that the teen had no moral compass, not knowing what was right from wrong due to his affluent upbringing.
Ethan Couch, y'all remember that story. Dude sentenced to probation for that. Then somehow or another he violated his probation. Then moms gets caught and arrested for trying to sneak him across the border into Mexico. But the context of where we're at today, the right likes to question the intelligence of people who will still vote Democrat and even vote for Joe Biden again if he runs again. People like this will question folks on the left. Listen to this.
Dick Long saying, what? Who? What year is it? Dick over here. What? Who? Wyatt Cenac? No. Kai Cenac? Kai Winding? You mean the trombone player? No. Kay Kaiser? No, Dick. No. What? Kay Ballard? K? L? M? Come in, Berlin. Hello. Come in. Hello. K? What's the matter? K Pasa? KABC? K Sarah? What are you? Who? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, this guy decides that he's going to do exactly what they say. Believe it or not, what President Trump did. Except Trump didn't tell people to show up there. They were on their way.
That was Lionel Nation. Looked the camera dead center and told a lie that was just immeasurable. A lie so heavy that the world's largest scale couldn't weigh it. Lionel told a lie that was so vast that the world's most powerful telescope couldn't locate it. And what you heard is not just Lionel. It's a lot of conservatives who sneaks their spoiled brat across the border. Because not only did Trump tell them to go down there, he also told them that he was going to go down, he was going to come down there with them. He said that.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here we're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women, and we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
The affluenza defense is what got Ethan probation. Affluenza is a mental disorder that comes by way of being given everything that you ever wanted in life, including having your ass kissed constantly. That's Trump. And you heard Judge Lionel, after seeing Trump kill 4 people and paralyze another for life, he gives Trump probation. He does that in every situation, which only feeds and affirms Trump's mental disorder. But they complain about how he ended up with 91 goddamn indictments against him. They wonder how that happened.
Almost 2 years after the sentencing, Couch was seen around alcohol at a party playing beer pong, an apparent violation of his probation conditions.
There was a part.
But these are people, these folks on the right, these are people who feel that they are in a position to question the decision-making skills of people who will still support the Democratic Party. And this is what Biden is doing, what the DNC is doing, what the Democratic Party is doing, and overall what the global left is doing can be seen in bold letters from 1,000 miles away. Big shining bright letters, flashing letters, neon colors. Who can't see that? So for me, it's the ones being hidden. And who are the ones being hidden? The people on the right. That's what's being hidden. And the right, the global right and the local right are being provided with plenty of camouflage, which are those bright lights of the global left. You can hide behind lights, like cops. The cop is not just shining that light on somebody so that person can't see the cop. No, it's also so the person can't see the cop. The cop don't just need to see that person. They don't want to be seen either. The cop don't want the person to have a clear view of them. That light is also meant to disorient that person. Now, what did I mean by Trump murdering people and paralyzing another one for life? What I meant was Mr. Operation Warp Speed himself. A man that was in cahoots with this global agenda that we're looking at, and that appears to be in full swing right now. The man who warp speeded the bug and the cure here, which are the 2 things that they used to begin their global takeover. Trump signed over the United States to the World Health Organization on March 19th of 2020 with something called the Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act, otherwise known as the PrEP Act, otherwise known as a lot of things. It comes under many different names. The PrEP Act was drawn up by Congress and signed into effect by George Bush. And this is Trump right here in March 19th, 2020. This is him right here suspending the United States Constitution right here. And the PrEP Act is why these people can't be sued for what they've done. And I don't know if that will change, but for now, these companies are immune from suits and prosecutions. But Trump is the patriot that loves America, they say, but signed the country over to foreign and unelected rulers. And they want him back as president. They want him back in there. They support this man, but they think they can question people who voted for Obama just because he wasn't white. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is ask a favor of y'all, because you'll miss the point if you don't grant me this favor. And to the ones of you who already believe the theory, me and you are fine, because I believe it too. We're fine. We don't need to do any favors for me. But the others, the favor I'm going to ask you is to momentarily, just momentarily adopt the theory, just long enough to finish this commentary. Then afterwards, you can go back to your non-belief. Now, these things, the theory held by Trump supporters, right-wingers, and conservatives, well, I'm not either of those things, but I believe them. I believe it too. The theory is that the cure contains this. And with these towers, the few, you know who I call the few, the elite, the 1%. The theory is that the few is going to hit a switch one day that turns up the frequency in these things, and this is what's going to happen inside of people who took the cure. Remember I asked you for a favor. Turns that stuff on. That's what these things do. It activates it, makes it go bananas. Now, on March 23rd, 2020, just 4 days after signing over America with the Emergency Act, President Donald J. Trump issued what's called the National Strategy to Secure 5G.
What?
Which outlined his vision for America to lead the development, deployment, and management of a secure and reliable 5G communications infrastructure worldwide, also known as the Telecommunications Act. Donald Trump, their patriot they see him as, made it possible to begin the installation of these towers worldwide. While they say that these towers are the ones that's gonna set that stuff off in people. But they want him back in office. He's their hero. But they think they could question people who will still support the DNC. The patriot Donald Trump that loves America and its citizens signed a lot of things. He signed a lot of things. The CBDC. I won't have that in the description box because I want you to go find it yourself, if you care to know. The CBDC, acronym for Central Bank Digital Currency. Yep. Yeah. The patriot Donald Trump helped that along too with all that signing he did. Signing this and signing that. Digital currency where we will be told what we can buy, how much we can buy, when we can buy it, and how often we can buy it. And you know what? It's not really a case of what we can buy, but rather the situation will be what we're allowed to have. Not what we can buy, what we will be allowed to have.
And this is a bean burrito from Taco Bell. Let's see if Bubba wants a bean burrito.
But yeah, the patriot helped that along too. So that's all this was. Context of our current reality, where if I merely think I can, I could menstruate. And not only that, I can get pregnant too. How? Well, I can just identify as someone who can. That's how. That's where we're at. Context. Because there are people who would have you to believe that all of this stuff began on January 20th, 2021, the day Joe Biden was inaugurated. They're lying. It's continuing under Biden. It's speeding up under Biden. It's furthering with Biden's help, yes, but that didn't just start January 20th, 2021. But look in the description box for the acts that I said were signed into effect by Donald Trump, who loves America and loves American citizens. The Patriot. It'll be in the description box.
Who's heard of Twitch? Who? That Twitch streaming. Sometimes when I'm having a stream, I twitch, but that sometimes I get cold all of a sudden. Duration. Everyone knows I was a little cold. What is that? Yeah. You got that?